we're going to commit to it. And that's going to be the continental grip. Okay, the continental grip. So with my Coach David's control grip, tons of control. I don't miss. You know, I think I played in the National Pickleball League Championships. I played in 2 days, one men's, one mixed on Saturday, one men's, one mixed on Sunday. So my control grip, I flat out just don't miss. One of the games, I think I missed one drop shot in 2 games, and I was the one being attacked. So, you know, what? And when I mean don't miss, I mean unforced errors. Forced errors are different. Unforced errors, I just hit my drops, I make every dink, and they got to beat that. Otherwise, there's no reason to change. But in mixed and in some men's is I'm not aggressive enough. So that's my constant feedback, is I'm not aggressive enough because I don't have great attacks. So I have my dink by numbers attacks. I'm dinking, but if they don't give me those 2 shots, I have no attacks. So if I go to a continental grip, I can be more wristy and I can hide some attacks. Plus, my brush drive really wasn't working, so I'm gonna change it. So this is what I'm doing. The sun's not even out yet. It's just now coming out. Lake Havasu City, Arizona. All right. So the drive, I'm just using a lick drive, let's say. Just a regular drive, licking it. So before I was brushing it, right, out from the side brush. But now I'm keeping it closer to me, closer to my body, and licking it. You know, it's kind of actually like my hard serves video a long time ago that has like 300,000 views. I would lick the ball. The problem is if you do it wrong, it goes flying out the back. Flying out the back. So I'm figuring out, you really got to take it out in front of you. That ball's got to be out in front of you. If it gets into you, it goes a little too far. Out in front, and I'm licking. I'm not taking out to the side like my brush drive. I'm coming from underneath, and I can turn it over. So that's something where I can hide that. So I have nothing to prove right now. That's the reason why I never stuck with the continental grip, because I would miss a couple shots and go, okay, I'm not going to miss. I'm going to go back to my Coach David's control grip, you know, and block everything and stay on my dinking patterns. But the season's over. It was a great season, National Pickleball League. Just so fun. You know, I did get injured in that second event. And then I fought my way back, rehabbed my way back to play in the championships. And that's what I did. So that was great. Now, I'm not going to worry about missing. I'm going to stick with this grip. A lot of times I would go away from it because I would get real bad pickleball elbow. Real bad pickleball elbow. But we're just going to fight through that. I like that I can do some fun stuff with this. You know, I can do just more creative shots with this. Now, part of the main reason why I did the Coach David's control grip is because I could block. But now at the pro level, people were noticing I was having trouble catching this one. That's the one that would get me. So they start. Pros, once they see an error, man, that's all you're going to see. So then they were just attacking my forehand. And one of our teammates, Jaime Onsons, noticed that when I go here, I actually go up and down and try to get it instead of just straight there. So that was throwing my timing off, and I was missing. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to block with this grip. I kind of hold it two hands so I can block. I can reset this way, right? That's a little faster. From here to here, here, catch, here, catch. So we're going to see. I need to play against some people that will attack me. And normally Tin Man will, but I think he just got 2 gold in Fall Brawl in Utah. So I like that. I'm going to be able to do something different where this really comes into play. So it definitely helps my two-handed backhand. So I just went to this yesterday, like full committed. I never went back to my other grip yesterday. I did try a different paddle, a longer paddle, but it just doesn't work for me. I like my Electrum Pro. I think they stopped making them, but I'll just have to buy everybody's used ones. I got 4 of them. Okay, so my two-handed backhand, what I've noticed is my arms have to be straight. Where if they're bent, I'm not getting the consistent shot I want. Straight, paddle pointed down, roll up. Arms straight, roll up. So to help me practice that, I'm also serving like that. So my serve would be like that. I still bounce serve, straight arms, turn it over, right? So that's my two-handed backhand. Straight arms, paddle head down, right? 9 or 6 to 12. 6.6 point to 12. So that's my two-handed backhand, and I'm developing like a two-handed drop, right? My dinks are better. I can do a one-handed roll with this continental, Ben John style. We're working on it. So I'll put you on the other side. It'll be a better view. Okay. Let's see here. I'll just put you in the middle. Hey, something else really cool is I'm applying for the head pro job at Head Pro at Lifetime Fitness in Summerlin, which is in Vegas. It's like the wealthy part of Vegas. So that'll be cool. Have an in-person. I did a phone interview. Got invited for an in-person interview this weekend. So I'm gonna go up there, play some pickleball with Neil Katz and my wife. Get them ready for their tournament. So straight arms, continental grip. So this actually helps me not get pickleball elbow because I'm not squeezing and I'm not supinating. I'm not pronating. So since I'm not constantly pronating this grip, and when I hit my drive, it's more of an inside out, which does not hurt this elbow. If you're constantly pronating, eventually that elbow starts to get sore. So if I inside out, so I'm coming inside to outside, basically that would be my drive. Every once in a while, yeah, I'll hit the pronation just to change it up. Because this is what I'm seeing. This is how the game is developing. You got to have great speed ups. You know, you got to have an amazing drive for mixed, and then just cool speed ups, right? So surprise speed ups, misdirection, flicks to the chest, to the shoulders, and then quick hands. You have to have quick hands. So the test is going to be, can I block flicks with this? And I think I can. So that's my drive. Inside to out, right? And then as long as I take this ball out in front of me, and I really lay back that paddle. See that? I lay back and lick it. So that keeps it low. That keeps it low. It keeps it top spinning. If it hits that net cord, it's going to fly over. And then I can turn it over and do some cool stuff. All right. What I really like about it is this backhand. So I can do roll drops, right? Roll drops. Roll drops. And it's just like a flick of the wrist here. That's an indoor ball, so it doesn't fly as far. Roll drops. Roll drops. I can also do just my lift, my safety drop. Plus, it gets me excited again, you know, to learn something new. I always want to learn something new. I feel I tapped out my potential with Coach David's control grip, which I love, but I just don't have, if people don't give me my 2 attacks, because in my dink by number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I know 2 shots that are attackable off of each one of those spots, depending on the positioning where I'm at. But if they're so good, the pros aren't giving me those 2 shots, then I basically don't have any attacks. I just have to stay in the dink all day long until my partner puts it away. Because I don't really have flicks off of it. It's just too easy to read. But doing the continental grip, I have so many more attacks that are hidden. You know? I love this one. The Ben Johns. And then he goes down the line like that. And that's one-handed. Two-handed, I can do it also. It's just not quite as hidden as that one-hander. So to pull this shot off, you got to really bury the shoulder. Bury the shoulder. That's pretty awesome. So I feel, plus I can attack from here, right? Where Coach David's control grip, it's just not as powerful. And it's easier to see it coming. I mean, basically the flick is the setup of put away. You don't always get a winner off it, but you want to flick in front of you and get ready for the comeback. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, actually. Yeah, there's the slice, 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 roll, roll, big roll, down the line roll, down the line roll, two-handed backhand roll. I mean, it sits in my magic angle, so that hasn't changed. It sits in my magic angle. I move the paddle through space, and it goes just perfectly where it's supposed to go. That's going to be a drop. Now, the major issue is forehand drops. Controlled shots with a forehand because it's a longer lever. But that was an issue with my control grip too. So I think if I come underneath and plus I can show slow and then go speed up. You know, show slow, speed up. That's different. That's hidden. You know, speed up, get ready to defend. And I can do some cool stuff. That's my typical dink right there to the number 2, right? Pretty safe. 2, drag them over and then go 1. Also, if I hook this, see how I hook it? If I hook it, I can do pretty cool rolls. So that's going to be something, that hook shot. So I think if I get into a pattern with somebody, I can just hook this, a hook roll, right? Instead of open, slice, hook. So basically, I have been working on this whole time because I've been doing an inside-out serve, but with Coach David's control grip. But now, we're going to do it with Coach David's continental grip. I feel I'm still pretty accurate. That's down the line. Down the line, over in that corner, over in that corner. Yeah, that's the one that's gonna give me pickleball elbow. That's my pattern, right? That is out. That is good. Sniper. I feel it's going to give me a lot more tools. A lot more tools in the tool chest. So I feel in the championships I played, after I kind of got over my nerves the first game, because I missed like 4 dinks, but they were all forehand. So once that happened, I got viciously attacked, right? And then I started settling in. I think we won the game 11-7 against a couple of the Denver Iconics owners with me and Brent. And Brent's just solid. They weren't going to go to Brent. So the next game, I started getting comfortable. Now I'm just pushing my dinks. Any attack I was getting, roasting them, and we won 11-1. So then my confidence was up, and then I played mixed. And if the pairing doesn't work, it just doesn't work. You know, I did my best, but I didn't have the tools I need. I didn't have a great drive. I couldn't get my drive working. I had no surprise attacks. So we didn't get that one, and I got frustrated and tried to overhit. I kept hitting the gosh dang tape, reaching in. That would have been good. And then I hit one out in the end. It just wasn't good. Yeah, this is pretty good. I just need to really practice with this one hand. It's not always two-handed. Sometimes one-handed is better than two. So I'm going to have to decide what I like better. Oh man, there's just some cool stuff I can do with the Continental. And maybe just before I wasn't ready. But now I have time to commit. I have no tournaments, nothing. No tournaments. I'm working on getting a head pro job just because I need people in Havasu have been amazing and they got me to where I want to be. But all the better players have moved away. I scared them off. So I'm just going to hit a freaking million balls like this as long as my elbow holds up. Yeah, I can still do that shot. If it's a sitter, I can roll it down that line like that. But I do notice it gets a little loose when I try to hit an overhead and I whip. I mean, look at that paddle angle. It flies out the back. Where I need to learn what I learned from Steve Cole. Here, here, and down. Here, down. There isn't this. I don't need that. I need this. Right? Up, down. So now I just got to make sure I don't overhit. I mean, that's a pretty comfortable little topspin roll. Something different, and then I can just hide that. That's pretty cool. I just want to be able to do cool stuff. So they're washing for the courts this morning. So usually they don't dry until 10. So I'll probably only have this court for a while. But I'm excited for Las Vegas. Do some clinics with Mr. Vegas Steve Cole. And then do my Dink by Numbers program at Lifetime Fitness. Everybody can come do it. Do some dynamite doubles. Maybe do some certifications there. Do some drink by numbers. Because I think there's a bar near the pickleball courts. I'll have to see. I haven't been inside yet. I feel this is getting pretty comfortable. I just have to stay relaxed. Straight arms. Straight arms. Keeps it consistent. My grip is really light, you know. I'm barely hanging on to this thing. It's more my left hand that's doing the work. If that makes sense. My left hand's doing the work. I feel, yeah, I have that. Just that slice right there. So a lot of times it just depends on how I'm feeling, how froggy I'm feeling. When you're in a flow, when you're in that flow state, that zone, every shot you want to try works. So I could do that. backspin slice. I do my safety drop whenever it's just, I need that ball to go over. That's my safety drop. I just squat and lift. Squat and lift. So that's, I feel another thing I can do is I can put more spin on this ball. Otherwise, just squat and lift. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. So that drop was actually working a lot. From this side, I could do it every time because they can't ernie it. But once somebody realizes that's my pattern, you know, I'm going here, as they start to jump that corner. So then I got to go there. All right. And I definitely like my backhand drop. Now, if I was trying to do this grip, work a new grip, and I was doing it just trying to play, where I hardly hit the ball, you know, I might get 10 balls to practice. Get yourself a Sparta bucket that holds 300 balls and just start practicing. Just start drilling. You don't need a machine. I do like the machine for a lot of stuff, but just to be able to rapidly hit these balls, rep after rep after rep after rep after rep after rep after rep, that helps a lot. Okay, so this is called the Danish two-step, right? So if I'm forehand, the right foot goes behind the left, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. See, that's going to get you in the position that you need to be in. Very loose grip, light, and then they bring it over here, and I go like that. So my serve is basically drop. That ball's a bad ball. That ball's a bad ball. Okay, one more bag. Half a bag here. Half a bag. So what do you guys think? Are you going to try it? You're going to stick with Coach David's control grip? Most people should just stick with Coach David's control grip. Because if you can't hit at least 300 balls every day, preferably 1,000 balls a day, to learn something new, you really need to get those reps in. I realize in the desert here, everybody's coming to the desert, so it's very difficult to get court time to drill. And I'm just going to use this court time until somebody needs it, and then I'll get off, and then I'll go play maybe, or not, who knows. Okay, that's that. That's my live stream. I don't know what I'll do next year for the National Pickleball League. Hopefully I'll get drafted to a team and then work for the NPL. But for now, my focus is lifetime fitness. All right, it was a lot of fun, man. If you're a 4.5 or above, I would say go to these combines. There's 3 combines coming up. They start in February and 2 in March. I don't know the locations they'll be at yet. I'm sure they'll be at maybe different parts of the country. Maybe one East Coast, one Midwest, and one West. That seems reasonable. But there's going to be tons of people trying out. But I think if you don't get drafted, you get your money back. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why they do that. Maybe you should get half your money back because it is a big fundraiser for them, and they have to make money. Otherwise, this league doesn't exist. Okay, those are my thoughts. All right, I'll talk to you later. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button. I guess that's it. Leave a comment. You know, sometimes I'm really good at answering comments, and sometimes I'm bad, depending on what's happening during the week. But leave a comment. See ya. Boop.